Welcome, beautiful souls. This message is for the collective and every zodiac sign arriving exactly when your soul is ready to receive it. You have been guided here for a reason. Beneath the watchful gaze of the ancient goddess and the sacred rhythm of earth, air, fire, water, and spirit, the cards awaken to reveal timeless wisdom. Take a deep breath, open your heart, and allow the magic to unfold. Blessed be. Here I'm going to clear my space with some lavender mist and my wand. Lavender mist, I'm clearing my space. Oh, it smells so good. I'm going to take my crystal magical hands and I'm going to cleanse the cards with my carnelian crystal. So, what do we have today in the journal entry? It says, what does my soul path look and feel like? What does your soul path look and feel like? I want to know too, so that's why I said my soul path and your soul path. So we'll have two soul paths. There's one shuffle. Two shuffles. Final shuffle. Let's see if I can make these cards jump out. We need 7 cards. 7 cards, please. 7 cards. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and one more card. 7. 7 cards. Let's put these all together and lay these cards out and see what these babies got. We have the first card is the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups. Second card we have the Knight of Coins. Third card we have the Nine of Swords. Fourth card we have Major Arcana card, the Lovers. Fifth card, another Major Arcana card, the Wheel. We have the Three of Swords. And finally, we have the Page of Swords. So, let's take a look at what cards that we have going on here. We have 2 Major Arcana cards. We have 1, 2, 3 swords, 1 cup, and 1 coin. So what we are missing, we're missing wands. So we have no wands. But we do have a question, which is, What does my soul path look and feel like? What does your soul path look and feel like? So, after we've looked at all of these cards, we have 3 air cards, 1 water card, 1 earth card, and we're missing the creative card of wands. And we have 2 major arcanas. So let us see what these cards have to say to answer our question, what does my soul path look and feel like? What does your soul path look and feel like? Inquiring minds want to know. Remember our question, what does your soul path look and feel like? The cards that I've drawn was the Queen of Cups, the Nine of Coins or Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, the Lovers, the Wheel of Fortune, the Three of Swords, and lastly, the Page of Swords. The opening energy, which is the Queen of Cups. The collective begins this journey in the waters of the Queen of Cups. Your soul path is asking you to become emotionally wise rather than emotionally reactive. This queen reminds us that intuition isn't something we acquire, it is something we remember. Many in the collective may be awakening to gifts of empathy, healing, creativity, or spiritual sensitivity. Your soul doesn't want you to harden because life has been difficult. Instead, it asks you to remain open while learning healthy boundaries. Your path feels like learning to trust the quiet voice within more than the loud opinions around you. The foundation, the Knight of Coins. The Knight of Coins grounds all that emotional wisdom into practical reality. Your soul isn't racing towards enlightenment. It is building it one faithful step at a time. This is the energy of consistency. Things like showing up every day, that in itself sometimes is difficult. Learning patiently, honoring your commitments, creating stability. Some of us may wonder why life feels slower than expected. The Knight gently answers, because lasting foundations are never rushed. This soul journey values endurance over speed. The Shadow, or the Nine of Swords. Now comes the challenge, the Knight of Swords. It reveals that many have carried invisible burdens like anxiety, regret, guilt, fear of failure, or even fear of making the wrong choice. Much of this suffering comes from the mind rather than the soul. Your soul path may actually feel lighter than your thoughts allow. This card asks, what story keeps replaying in your mind that your heart no longer believes? Healing begins when you stop identifying with every fearful thought. The Lovers. This is the crosswords. The Lovers is about far more than romance. Your soul path is defined by conscious choice. Again and again, life will ask, will you choose fear or love? authenticity or approval, your truth or someone else's expectations. Every important turning point becomes an opportunity to align more deeply with your authentic self. The soul rarely forces us, it invites. Divine timing, this is the wheel of fortune. Wheels. The wheel announces that change is already unfolding. Some doors are closing not because you failed, but because your soul has completed that chapter. The collective is entering a cycle where unexpected opportunities, where meetings and synchronicities may appear. The wheel reminds us what once felt stuck can suddenly move. Trust timing that you cannot yet answer or understand. Sometimes the great blessing is the change you've never planned. Ooh, the Three of Swords, heart healing. The Three of Swords acknowledges real pain. Many are still carrying heartbreak, disappointment, betrayal, grief, loss, and even endings that changed everything. Yet, this card appears after the wheel. That sequence matters. The soul isn't asking you to erase your wounds. It asks you to allow them to become wisdom rather than identity. Your scars become places where compassion grows. The very experiences that broke your heart may become the gifts you eventually offer others. And finally, the future energy in the Page of Swords. This reading ends with youthful curiosity. The Page of Swords says your path feels like becoming a lifelong student. Questions replace certainty. Wonder replaces fear. You may begin studying new projects, new subjects, exploring spiritual practices, speaking your truth more clearly, asking better questions, and then seeing life with fresh eyes. Remember, the page reminds us that wisdom begins with curiosity. The story these cards tell, they tell your soul path begins with deep feeling in the Queen of Cups. It becomes grounded through the patient effort of the Knight of Coins. It moves through healing, mental healing in the Knight of Swords. It reaches a conscious choice in the Lovers. It enters a destined turning point in the Wheel of Fortune. It transforms pain into compassion in the Three of Swords, and it emerges with the renewed clarity and curiosity of the Page of Swords. Now, this is not the path of someone becoming perfect. It is the path of somebody becoming authentic. The message from Spirit for the collective for this reading is: you are not behind. You are not forgotten. Every delay has been preparing your foundation. Every heartbreak has softened your heart without diminishing your strength. Choose what aligns with your soul rather than what satisfies your fear. Trust the turning of your own wheel. What is meant for you is already finding its way to you. Walk steadily, love deeply, and never stop learning. Your soul knows the way. even when your mind cannot see the road. Let's just finish up this reading with a couple of cards from the Oracle of the Wisdom of the Oracle. And let's see what this has to say about our difficult path of learning. It says, community. Most of us have experienced all of these kind of challenges in our life. And so when we get into our own communities, we can have a lot more compassion because of the heartbreaks that we've experienced or the choices that we've made when we've been in love or the fears that we've encountered. This card says there's a deep knowing. We have a deep knowing. Our soul knows more than our heads, hearts, and our gut. Our soul is the divine connection to a power greater than ourselves. And lastly, we have round and round, and it's the wheel. It's that wheel card. Round and round, we cycle through. We cycle up, we cycle down, we cycle around and through. So one of the things is life is forever changing, even though the time seems to have been slow. So my lovelies, I hope that you've enjoyed this reading because I certainly have. It's not one of wonderfulness, it's one of growth and strength. And if you liked this reading, please don't forget to go to rxpandora.com if you would like a reading from me. Talk to you later. Hi, thank you for stopping by my channel. I really appreciate it. I enjoyed reading for you and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. If so, would you please press the like button, the subscribe button, and that little bell icon so you never miss a little reading from me. Because one thing's for sure, I don't want to miss you. So go ahead, press those buttons, and thank you for stopping at my channel.